Just doing some recording for skill tree, but I just had a Rook spawn and I thought I'd start with the gameplay of Jason on midnight difficulty, which is hard. Now with the Rooks, I think they're probably the most hard contest in the game. We've got two weapons that are really powerful here. We've got Vamps all there, I've got to take out. I'm reloading this. Now he just spawned, he's going to charge me, so I'm going to go like that. I'm going to take that out. Take that one out. And then I have to then cloak in a second because that guy's going to charge me. I'm going to go to my ray gun. And why this is really helpful. Start freezing this guy. It's been cloaked then so he wouldn't charge me. Straight away you go to your stake gun and you nuke him. Now there's your Lego legendary. You've got a legendary ambition. That's the unique actual pistol. It's the only pistol in the game. If you want to kill and stake a vampire, which I'll do up here somewhere. I'll do our skill set before I kill the vamp so I can show you what skills. There's one over there I'll show you in a minute. You go up to them after like freezing them and melee them, whatever, or you shoot them. They won't die. You actually have to do the F key, but you know, you have to have something with a stake on the front to do the F key if you shoot them, for instance. Now, if you use the stake gun, it's just going to kill it anyway. But with the pistols, if you're shooting with the pistols, you'll have to go in with change to that weapon and then stake them. But with the ambition that I just got, let me go to that. It's the only pistol in the game, the ambition, that says this weapon deals next... hold on, Death Spiral, where is it? Bullets from this weapon can kill vampires who are not petrified. So basically, petrified's when you use them, the UV ray, like you just saw me then, they turn to ash and you melee them. You can shoot from a distance vampires with this and it will actually finish them off without having to move in close. But I think the UV ray works much better. So let's talk about skills first. Obviously the way to get good Legos in the game is by killing Rooks, and if you die, you don't get a second chance, you lose that weapon. Don't forget the ash pile. If you die where you are on the map, to run back to it. I've had that happen once, and I'm searching for my little ash pile. So just sort of when you go into the battle, sort of know where you are. Okay, skills. First on this guy is you want to make sure that you fill out your ammo. So first points I put into any of the four characters. This is the same on all four heroes. That you just want your shotgun, your assault rifle and your sniper rifle, and the assault gun, as you'll see in a moment. I'll show you some gameplay. Really powerful on this guy, especially because of the headshots we can deal with the Cass assault rifle and so forth. And we do have a sniper that's legendary as well that only drops for this guy, Jason. You know, Jacob Boyer. Now, you want to fill those out next as your priority, is my belief. You've still got that to mark enemies and so forth, but early game, these ones you want to get out for ammo, so it's not an issue. And you don't have a lot of money just to buy your ammo straight up, so that's why they're really important for scavenging, so you can maximise your ammo. And they give you at the start of the game a mission with a big red line that fills your ammo for free, so you may as well use that and remember where that is. Now, because you saw the stake is absolutely essential. But actually it's the best bossing weapon in the game, though it doesn't have a lot of ammo even upgraded. You've only got 13 stakes, but that will take a boss nearly a third or nearly a half of his health down even on midnight, and you'll keep it to the latter part of the phases because that's when he's going to do his biggest powers that can one-shot you until you get to know the game. Level 7, that's gated at, so you have to be level 7 to do that, and that's level 12. You'll be about level 12 when you face the Hollow Man for the first time. That is the first boss in Redfall, in the first map. So I try to be level 12. If I'm just short of it, I'll run around and do some Vamp nests, which give you 1000 XP or more on the harder difficulties, only a little bit more to be honest, if you escape it in time. Actually sacrifice loot for escaping. It's the XP that's brilliant about the nests, not so much the loot, though you might get lucky in the loot, who knows. The next one I would go for, there's some one pointers here, but I do like, and these are different for each hero, the lockpicks. Instead of 3 as a base level for all the other heroes, we get 8 lockpicks. You can see in a moment our loadout. This one here is just some melee for creeping up stealth behind. That's optional, but I don't mind that for creeping up for some melee damage in houses and not having to get a gun out. Sharpshooter, I think that's absolutely essential for this guy because I aim for headshot damage with snipers on the humans. It's not so much for the vamps, that one, but there's a lot of humans that you'll shoot and you can clear out a lot early on from a long distance, and even with the cast rifle, and that is, I'll show you it in action in a second, it does 75% headshot damage. So that weapon, one shot, even on hard mode with sharpshooter, pretty much one shots any humans. As long as you're good with your aim. I'm playing on a PC, and aiming's not too bad on that. Now the other one, I'll talk about weapons in a minute, that if you're running and gunning, it gets a bit crazy. You can go to the perfectly normal. That's the better bossing weapon than the cast, because you just hold your finger down for that and it just keeps firing. It burns through ammo, but it's straight up 30% damage increase. And you know, you're not always shooting at headshots on bosses. So yeah, that's helpful for doing it, and it's just a hold down. It really nukes a lot faster than the cast special on bossing. So bossing these two, and then I'll change from that gun for a boss to something else that's decent. You know, I do like the clacker. Even a sniper's not too bad. You know, if it's you've got the opportunity to use that in the fight. So that's skills there. This one here requires residue, so I don't invest in that. I'm actually going to respec, which you can do at level 10. It does cost money, and take that out because, you know, I'm so good already with the weapons I've got and the sharpshooting that I'm going to invest the points into these. These are all 1 point here, so I invested in the Raven early because that's a quick cooldown for marking enemies, and I went there quickly because marked enemies take more damage from all sources. That's also your special vamps and your rooks and things like that. So mark them, anything you're going to kill gives you extra damage. Though the rooks you don't need to so much because, well, that weapon combination just nukes them. Till I worked that out, I mean, I died too many times to rooks or jumped by vampires. Until I also worked out how the UV gun works. It only petrifies them, and they'll come out if you leave it too long. But when I worked out the combination between the stake gun and the UV gun, the game became a lot easier. So they're the sort of skill tree you'll be at one playthrough, and then even with level 40, which is the cap, it'll take 3 playthroughs to hit level cap. You won't be able to invest in every tree. There's more points than you can fill out. There's another 20 points, and they're 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You might be able to close, I'm not sure, maybe not there. But I know that on my 32 level, I've still got trees I can't get. These are 3-pointers and these are 2-pointers. So work out the trees and your play style, but I like having the cloak and the other cooled down early. So let's go back to the cast special, which I think is really good for Jason. Oh, one thing I neglected to mention is Jason, I think the only time I've seen it is, and I've only got it at level 8, I hasn't had it dropped again, that is particular to Jason, I believe. I have not got a legendary sniper on any other hero. That could be RNG, but that one there, it says there, the special, killing a human with this weapon reduces the Raven's active cooldown by 3 seconds. It might be. I think the Lonely Thing definitely is the only sniper that you can get that's legendary for this guy. Okay, so you got these guys. Now, they dodge a lot, so the stake gun's not great for them, and you don't need the stake gun. So the UV gun I've got out there is just, you know, if you get jumped by like 3 or 4 of these guys. Oh, it's a Siphon. Okay, line of sight. Let me show you how to get out of them. So he took a third of my health out. Freeze these guys, get out of line of sight of the Siphon. And there it is again. It's going to start ciphering. Okay, I don't think there's anything else there. Oh, there's one. Just don't want to get jumped by anything else. Melee them as soon as they petrified those. You can't do that to the big guy. Okay, start freezing it. Break it. Go back. Keep freezing. Keep freezing a bit more to make sure. Go to your weapon by pressing your hotkey, and 1 stake to the head, and that's on hard mode. We'll take care of any of the specials. The angler is probably the most difficult. He pulls you mid-air and you can't like line of sight it. If you've got the stake gun out, 1 shot will drop you to the ground before he gets you, and then sucks nearly your whole health bar out on midnight at least, and eclipse. It's a 1 shot. So they're the weapons that you want to have for there. There's a guy up there. You could use this if you get him. That's a blood bag. I missed him. That fills up the special vamps. That. Now see how slow that is to reload? Cloaking is great mid-battle for reloading this gun. And then getting your health up, which I've got none left now, after doing all these little tests. Any health in here? Because I want to show you the cast special on some humans. I'll go back to the safe house after this recording. Now down here, the cast special, or a sniper if you wanted to play the sniper sort of game. But the cast is pretty nice. And I want to show you the cloaking and the marking. I could use something over there. Whispering, that's a vamp, I think. We've seen enough vamps. This area's got a lot of humans, I know that, because it's coming up to the last mission. The last boss is through there. Send your Raven out.
Let's do some
Mark your enemies. Remember, they take more damage. Look, you know all of that. Go into your little cloak. You know that you're going to get some fire once you come out of that. But one headshot with the Cass. Use your line of sight. I'm letting the speaker go. He's calling his friends, so there's lots of humans here. You get out. I should heal here if I had health. I was just showing you I've got no health packs. I better reload as well. That's the beauty of it. Now I'm going to go to perfectly normal because I haven't got my health packs and it's good for running and gunning. But remember, you're not paused, so I've got to run away here. Send out your Raven just to see where everything is behind trees. It's good to show you without health packs just how this can be really helpful. Reload.
ghosting out.
Ghosting out. Really helpful knowing where they're marked there because I can use line of sight where I'm reloading there. 2 shots to the head. I usually drop health packs. There you go. These got humans too. Now we're going to go perfectly normal to give you the idea of that. I think these are the 2 best guns for this guy. And obviously sniper if I had a better one. I just don't. I did another cast special. Where's the perfectly normal? There we are. Have I got a higher level one though? Looks like I've got a good sniper. I mean, I'm 22, so these are even undergun, but they're doing all right. Let's go for this one then. So this one just holds down. Always throw out your Raven, find out where they are.
Make yourself useful.
It's hard to see sometimes. I can hear some.
Take a breath, Jake.
Doesn't it look beautiful? Might be it. How you do? Your residue I should have done then. There's a vamp. Okay, let's do the residue on this one then to waste it. But
Kiss your ass goodbye.
it marks the enemies. But hey, it's not much better than the gun. And I even upgraded, it just doesn't last long enough. And then you got to fill all these, which takes just too long, you know. Another guy behind here. Generator, done. So that's just a bit about the guns. This is just a hold down and burn through ammo, but it really does nuke whatever you're shooting at, even vamps, which guns don't do as much damage to them. I can hear somebody over there, I'm not sure where he is, so I just throw my Raven out. Run and gun with him. It's a great little class, this one, I really like it. And you know, it's, as I said, it's on midnight. So enjoy, that's the skill set, that's the sort of skills and why I've invested in the Raven, to be able to mark. I like the sort of fast-paced gunning. And even stealth play, just being able to mark through houses and things like that. And you saw me take that Rook out with ease, you know, with this guy. So on hard mode, you can even do it. And Eclipse, you know, can get a bit harder, but it's a nice, fun play style. Have a good day.